Now we have to figure out how bad the water damage is.
Alright, guys, so we've got the generator going, we've got the AC going, everything's, you know, running pretty well now. It's a good RV. Now we're going to get started on our water damage that we have. Over here in the corner, you can see that we have water damage from that corner. So to start off with, we know that it's likely to be very smelly underneath these mattress things here. And so we've opened up all the doors to let it air out quickly so that we're not suffocating from mold. So, we've already talked about it. Make sure you talk to your wife anytime you do any alterations with the RV. But we've already talked about it. And we do not want this mattress. This is being changed altogether. It is not going to be a bed up there.
Oh.
That's going out.
Wow.
And that is really bad, and holy crap, it smells.
Oh. It
Whew.
smells really
Let's get
bad.
some bleach on that.
I'm showing. This is how bad the water damage is. Ugh. All the way, that wood right there is rotting. Oh man, we got our work cut out for us.
Alright, so water damage on these boards are actually quite significant. You can see that, you know, it easily peels and everything. This is going to need replacement. A little bit of bleach won't work on that.
Lots of rot.
We do have this right here, which it looks like it's mainly surface damage on this board. So I can probably just wash that one off. So I've got some bleach water in this bucket here behind me. Just gonna run over that.
And hopefully that works.
It'll kill the mold. Look at all that.
Ugh.
Kill all the mold, clean up the wood, and hopefully we can salvage this one piece and just replace the other one.
Alright, we're taking off this. Oh, wow.
Oh, that came up easily.
That's coming up easily. Oh, great. Okay. Well, that came up a lot easier than we were expecting.
And hoping.
And yeah. Because look at that. You can see that the water damage has gotten to this wood, so we're going to keep taking everything off and see how bad it gets. Oh.
It's really bad.
That's not even, that's coming up with like no resistance at all.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and look at that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end up replacing both. This, I mean, we theoretically, if we refused to replace both, it looks like we can cut it down from about here down, or even really just this portion off, and we could salvage the rest of it, because the rest of it doesn't have any water damage at all. But we're probably just going to replace the whole thing.
Just to make it easy.
Make it easy and make it so that we know for 100% certainty that there's no water damage left.
Yep. So that's kind of where we're at now. Is this fun piece of work. Here you go. I'll take it.
Alright, give that pry.
Oh, it smells bad too.
There we go.
Alright.
Okay, let me
It just
come
looks
down.
like this is a cheap plywood-ish type thing. With like, it's held down by staples.
Yeah, just small little staples too. Nothing sizable at all. I'll take the hammer.
There you go. At least it smells a little better.
Why don't you get the screws on the other side?
Yes. Excuse me.
So while she's doing that, I'll show you what I'm looking. Here's what I'm looking at underneath this nice board here. There's more rot underneath. So that's gonna have to go too. It's free. It's good to come out. Just like that. And I'm just gonna navigate it.
Down and out
There.
the door. And now we can see how really bad it is. This is under the wood, and the solid wood is pretty gnarly. It's rotted, warped, and all of the fun stuff the wood does not like to be. But
you can see over here that it's going underneath this as well, which means that we're going to have to remove those too.
so let's just say this whole over the cab storage bed thing is going to get a major overhaul.
It's going to be completely redone. No understatement there.
All right, let's keep going. Trying to find a hidden gem in our thing.
Ugh, goodness.
Having fun there, dear?
No, it's completely rotted out, and so I don't even know if it's coming out of the wall.
Well, I guess we'll just have to use the hammer.
Yeah, not what I wanted to do though.
Apparently, these things here are little storage pieces that are very disgusting. Water damaged.
Oh, rain.
Rain.
Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. You too.
So as you can see, that just came off really, really easily because of how rotted. Oh
Alright,
gosh.
throw this out.
Alright. We're gonna toss this outside into our pile of junk. Now we're going to, of course, toss somewhere else. Ugh.
This is great.
This looks like fun. It will be an adventure. That's what we're all about, right? Adventures.
Oh yeah.
It looks like both corners.
Yep. We thought it was only one corner, but it's both.
We thought it was only this corner because this is the only corner you could see over here. But apparently, according to what the wood says, that corner does a little bit leaking too. So, time to figure out why and how. So once again, this is the classic story of it's worse than we thought. There's
Insulation, that's a
insulation
good thing.
in there. But this is coming off with hardly any resistance. And it's just flaking. And it smells terrible.
Yeah, it does.
of that wood is completely rotten. Alright, and toss that outside. Wow, that just kind of exploded. Didn't that just hear wet? That just hear wet. That sounded wet. Gross.
Yep.
This is fine. So what else is coming off?
All of it. It's all coming off. Some really bad water damage.
I mean, we got a deal on this RV because of the water damage. But either they didn't know how extensive it was either, or...
Most likely they just didn't tell us how extensive it was.
Yeah. But anyway, it's still our RV. We're still going to keep it and love it and renovate it. It just makes our projects even more exciting. Ain't that right, honey?
Of course it does. All right.
What next? So we are going to rip all of the staples out of this as, you know, softly as I can so that I can reuse them. And after that, we're going to rip up the actual wood.
Yep.
See how this goes. Behind what they just took off. Although this probably isn't the same water damage from the leaking. This is probably just coming from natural wear and tear and whatnot, but still, dang. It's not very fun.
Meh.
After we took off the backing,
That's too small of a drive, though.
now we're taking out the screws. So we're just going to take this whole thing off. Is that the plan?
Pretty much.
Alright. That's the plan. We're just going to take everything off and go from there.
Okay, ladies and gents. End of day one.
End of demo, day one. Yep. We kind of got the generator working, kind of not. It's still finicky.
Finicky. Yeah.
We did figure out what was wrong with the AC. And then we spent the rest of our time on this.
Way more water damage than expected. As you can see, the water damage went all the way through that top layer, and then it actually went through the styrofoam.
Some of the styrofoam is pretty disgusting.
And it got down onto our fiberglass.
Which, my friends, is the outside of the RV.
Yes, we stumbled upon that accidentally It already had one small hole in it, and because of what we were seeing up here, we decided, okay, well, let's just tear off the next layer, and that turned out to be our fiberglass layer.
So, this water damage is way more extensive than either of us or the dealership could have known.
One thing to know about the water damage, I'm going to throw it out there right now. When you're looking to buy an RV, look for water damage and make sure that there is like zero water damage. Because if you can see it, like you can see it in that corner there, and we figured, well, it's probably isolated to that corner. It is probably not isolated to that corner.
It's probably more extensive than you were expecting. So,
that is the end of day one.
So, we're just going to pack all of the trash that we kind of threw out. I don't know if you can see it. Yep, all that trash. We're going to pack that back into the RV. We're going to drive it to our apartment, drop it in their dumpsters, come on, and drop it back off here. We're going to come back to deal with this water damage another day.